Well, I thought it was a very interesting game, kind of a game where no one could really get a good feel, could put that stretch together to put the other team away. Both teams just kind of hung in there, and we were fortunate at the end to get a couple stops. And then Rob to make that shot late. But Northwestern's a good team. They're a tough matchup. We played a lot of our perimeter guys tonight, just out of respect for them. It's difficult sometimes with our size for them to play against their Princeton-style offense. So I felt it helped us in terms of we only turned the ball over 5 times. We didn't use our skill in terms of shooting the basketball. We didn't shoot a high percentage from 3. I thought we had some looks in the first half. If we could have made those shots, it could maybe open some things up for us. But that was our game plan to go in there, and I thought we'd do a better job on the glass, give Northwestern credit. They out-rebounded us by 14, and a lot of them were just hustle rebounds. I thought Northwestern was quicker to the ball. They got more long rebounds. They got more 50-50 balls, and normally when that happens, you get beat. So we feel very fortunate getting out-rebounded by 14 and still having a chance to win there at the end.
Matt, many years ago when I was a young reporter, I had a coach tell me one time he got beat one night with his best player taking the shot, but the next night the guy made the shot.
Yeah.
He said, "You know what? You got to dance with who brung you."
Yeah.
Did you want Rob? Did you want to dance with Rob?
Well, obviously you in that 1-3-1, I don't think we were dictating anything. I don't think it had anything to do with coaching. Because we were struggling with it. We might not have been turning it over much, but we were struggling to get a good shot against their 1-3-1, and we were just fortunate that Lewis got enough penetration to draw the defense where Rob could get that catch, and then he could beat the guy off the closeout. So obviously, anytime you have a guy like Hummel, you want the ball in their hands to make a decision or make the shot, and he made a good decision tonight to drive that a little bit, not force it, and make that shot.
You referenced the rebounding difference, but flipping it, the points off turnovers, 21-4. You didn't get clean looks, but you didn't give them a lot of easy buckets. In retrospect, that's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think a little bit, they early on, when they did get clean looks, they didn't knock them down. And normally when you give them clean looks like they did in the second half, they're going to knock them down. But no, we were able to. That's where we were able to steal some possessions. Our ability to turn them over a little bit and then not turn the basketball over, and that really balanced the possessions. But us being able to go in transition, especially in that second half, to start the second half, really helped us.
And Tyrone, would you talk? I mean, he was very aggressive. He just wasn't going to lose this game.
Yeah. Well, Tyrone's done a good job for us, and his ability to get to the basket and make runners or floaters really helps us, especially when we have Bird and Rob and Ryan out there. And we're trying to stretch the defense and keep everybody honest. But Tyrone had a good game, and just needs to continue to build off of it. And I thought he responded to starting. Sometimes guys start and it doesn't help them, and sometimes it does help him. It looked like today it helped him starting and being comfortable out there.
Can you talk a little bit more with those last 30 seconds? Your last offensive possession, then that final time?
Well, obviously we had to talk about running 2 different things depending on what they were in. We thought they would be in a 1-3-1, but they were really jamming us up top. And so only thing we were trying to do off of that is just hold that middle guy off and then trying to get a ball screen just to free up our point, to get them to play behind and get them into a rotation. And we really didn't even do that, but we were able to get enough to where, got a guy to close out pretty strong on Hummel to get a shot. Then at the end, we just wanted to switch everything. Last thing we wanted them to do is, even though they did, is shoot a 3 and beat us. So that was our main thing. We wanted to switch all handoffs, all ball screens, switch any screens. But they had 8 seconds, they had to go full court. It's a difficult thing to do, in that position. But, we were lucky. We were fortunate they didn't get a quality shot because that was a deep 3 off a shot fake and a dribble handoff. And we were fortunate they didn't get a better shot.
Any other questions? One more. Anthony Johnson, that 3 at the end of the first half, and then he hit another one.
Right.
Deep in the game. His 3-point shooting hasn't been his forte necessarily this season, but in his hometown, he steps up and hits 2 huge shots for you.
Yeah, Anthony's done a good job for us, and it's hard throwing a young guy into the fire against the Northwestern system. We have a lot of respect for the discipline of what they do on both offense and defense, and you just don't want to throw a young guys in there going against the 1-3-1, going against the Princeton, and it's tough. But Anthony did a good job. And we went with some more experienced guys, and he didn't play as many minutes. But those threes were huge for us, especially at the end of the first half, because we were really struggling.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Matt.